Get this new microphone working. It's a third microphone. It still doesn't work. Let's see if we got the sound now. If you got sound, put a 1 in the chat or a like. Let me know. So, can you hear it now? No sound, no sound. All right, so. All right, so how about now? Let me know if you got sound now. Let me know if you got sound now. Give me a thumbs up, put a 1 in the chat if you got that sound. Let's see. Yep, you hear it? All right, all good. So let's run through these prices one more time since nobody heard it. Again, I wonder if I should just do the opening all over again, but I got a third mic, still working on how to set all this up. Like I said, I gotta get a new assistant, but Bitcoin sitting at $20,516, up 1.6%. Ethereum at $1,193, up almost 5%. Binance Coin 236, down 0.24%. XRP at 33 cents, 2.4%. Cardano at 46 cents, up 1.6%. Solana sitting at 37.56, up 4%, and Dogecoin at 6 cents, up 2.8%. So appreciate the chat. Let me know the audio is good. Great to see here. Let's get some shout outs before we get started. Let's see, Jake Fever, Satoshi Slim, Rico the Bar, or is it Rico San Diego, Mr. Richie, Blockchain Bully, Hot Damn Right, was good, Finn. A lot of green in the chat, love to see it, love that everybody's joined. Let's see, CD, Alec G, what's up, brother? Elijah Morgan, Miss K, Bill Spiff, Jonathan Santiago, Bitcoin Man, Blockchain Bully, great to see. Come on in, everybody. Definitely glad to be back. If you haven't heard, had some health issues last week, trying to take care of that. Literally working myself to death. So trying to scale it back a bit. This is my second time going to the hospital for exhaustion in a year. So when people say that they work hard, sometimes I laugh because I literally work harder than anybody I know. But trying to make sure I put health first and got everything straight. Definitely taking a step back with some things. However, quick reminder, tonight we still will be doing the AMA live since we missed last week, of course. The AMA is for members on the Discord. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that join button on the channel and you'll receive access to the Discord where we'll have the AMA at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It will be 1 hour long and it will be me answering whatever questions you have. Ask me anything about the industry, anything about some of the geopolitical things going on. Doesn't matter what the question is. Hell, you can ask me about CERN and whether or not they opened up portals on Tuesday, like I told you. It doesn't matter. Any question is fair game. So shout out to the Warriors, everybody for the support. Make sure to like and share this video with everybody in your immediate circle. Definitely want to get this out there. As far as the show, definitely progressing, and the Discord is growing every single day. So shout out to all the Warriors in the chat, all the Warriors in Discord that are watching today. So first things first, let's jump into our first article of the day. Our top story: crypto owners banned from working on US government crypto policies. Oh man, is this a discrimination case coming? Well, a new legal advisory notice from the US Office of Government Ethics prohibits any employee who owns cryptocurrency from working on federal crypto regulation. US government officials who privately own cryptocurrencies are now banned from working on regulations and policies that could affect the value of digital assets. Good luck enforcing that, because if they already have it, or if they have already put themselves on an exchange, then maybe not. But if a friend gave it to them, or if it was transferred to a wallet that nobody knows about, kind of hard to track that down, but I'm sure they're doing their due diligence. New advisory notice released by the US government on Tuesday stated that the de minimis exemption, which allows for the owners of securities who hold an amount below a certain threshold to work on policy related to that security, is universally inapplicable when it comes to cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. And quote, it says, as a result, an employee who holds any amount of a cryptocurrency or a stablecoin may not participate in a particular matter if the employee knows that particular matter could have a direct and predictable effect on the value of their cryptocurrency or stablecoins. And to that quote, I say that is some bullshit, because why have they not done this with every single politician? If you own any stock in any company that you were supported by, you should not be a regulator. If you do, own that stock, you should have to, I think somebody suggested, wear that stock or that company's patch on every single day that you stand up in front of Congress and have to speak. And then the same thing with cryptocurrency. I don't mind people who own cryptocurrency trying to do regulations as long as they reveal it, as long as they are transparent, say, yes, I own cryptocurrency. And if they have to do it through an exchange, you can easily see, I mean, you work with the feds, you can easily see what I've done on an exchange. So it's amazing the hypocrisy that you have one type of money, which is fiat currency, where you can make as much of it as you want. Nancy Pelosi, she hasn't done anything significant that I've seen in a while, but she's worth a couple $100 million, I believe. Just so happens to be the best stock trader in the world. Somehow, she's a regulator, and somehow she can have the stock that she owns, which is weird. But this notice provided an example scenario where an employee owns a mere $100 of a certain stablecoin, is asked to work on stablecoin regulation. The employee in question cannot participate in work concerning regulation until and unless they divest their interest in stablecoins. Stablecoins? Really? Come on, man. I mean, having a stablecoin and having stablecoin regulation, I mean, it's a catch-22. It's literally telling people, hey, if you work, I already know people, if you work for certain banks, if you work for certain institutions, they're supposed to not own crypto, but then they also want them to be able to regulate it. And it's like, how can you regulate something that you don't have experience with or never used? This is weird. The only exemption from the OGE's crackdown on crypto ownership is that policymakers are allowed to hold up to 50,000 of mutual funds that invest broadly in companies that would benefit from crypto and blockchain technology. The classic loophole is always one. People always say, you got to follow the rules. There's always a backdoor, there's always a loophole, and this seems to be it. So you can have 50,000 in mutual funds, and then they invest in crypto and blockchain technology. So if you believe in the environment or in the crypto ecosystem, you basically have the ability to invest there. So despite the seemingly harsh rules concerning employee investment in the crypto sector, the United States continues to move forward in integrating the currency industry, with US President Joe Biden announcing a whole of government approach to regulation concerning the digital asset sector. So as if you didn't know, President Brandon, he had the digital asset task force, came out earlier this year, I believe January, and they're working, I guess, to get these regulators in place. But to this, like I said before, I call bullshit, because the hypocrisy is amazing. Jesus Christ. I mean, you want to regulate it, but don't use it. But then on the other hand, you want a change in the way economics is, but they can keep supporting corporations with their stock price and keep floating it up. I forgot how many congressmen and senators and House Republicans people own stock in this exact same companies they're supposed to be regulating. It's abysmal. But with crypto, the main thing is, if you don't know about it, why in the world are you making any regulation? That is ridiculous. So let's take a look at some of our comments, see what we got going on. In bowling, all right, so they got that good audio today. Yeah, I told you I got a new mic. This is the third one. This one actually works pretty good. Let's see. Got to stick with the Yetis. Kevin Cummings, work yourself to health, bro. Yep, definitely trying to do that now, improving a lot of stuff, working out more, taking, different supplements, because 10 years of doing this can definitely drive you to exhaustion. But it's all good. Let's see. Satoshi Slim, dang Zay, at least when we couldn't hear King, he blessed us with tunes. Let's see. Goodness, Uche, raise your glutathione levels, Zay. I'll look into that. Let's see. Crypto Key, morning GLC. Oh, in chat, I paid the like tax. Yeah, make sure you pay that like tax. We got 114 people watching, 62 likes. Don't make me have to bust out singing. My health ain't that bad. Trust me, I can still hit a note or two. So make sure you hit that like button. Let's see. Satoshi Slim, glad you're feeling better, Zay. Have an army of warriors, many of whom would love to help. Please outsource instead of killing yourself. Yeah, some of the stuff I'm working on, I can't actually outsource it because I started it from scratch, but that time is coming. Starting to outsource a lot more, hire a lot more people. But yes, if you've been contacting me or if you've been hitting me up, I haven't been responding to anything really the past 2 or 3 weeks, trying to get myself together, and a lot of family stuff as well, with deaths in the family. So let's see, Jake Fever, laugh loud, but they can work on other asset policies. Exactly. I mean, the hypocrisy is there. You already know, gang, they're gonna do what they want, and there's nothing you can really do to stop it. All you can do is sit back and laugh and enjoy the show and get a piece of the pie for yourself. So let's see. Saber Saves, do you have life insurance? Yeah. Jonathan Santiago, got to get him that CMOS, definitely. Drunk some this morning. Let's see, who else we got? DM Carr, what's up? Thank you. Good morning, fam. So cool. Let's jump into our second story of the day. Bitcoin versus bank. Nayib Bukele reminds Peter Schiff why banks can't trump Bitcoin. And I know King covered this yesterday. The the people have been shitting on Peter Schiff all week, ever since he came out and said he can't use his own bank. But Peter Schiff's bank closure highlights why Bitcoin is crucial for financial freedom, as the nascent asset class has already helped 4 million unbanked in El Salvador to gain banking facilities. Since the closure of the bank in Puerto Rico, Peter Schiff has been at the receiving end of Bitcoin proponents, reminding him that this wouldn't have happened if he was using BTC. And, you know, they were laying it on him on Twitter. I mean, literally, Peter Schiff has been the biggest troll, I think, maybe in Bitcoin's history. Made a good living from it, but he was pretty stern on his standing that he still wants to use banks. And then they closed up shop on him. I've had it happen to me before, back in 2017. Not a good feeling when you can't use your own money. Of course, he even said he was innocent. So that's even worse, is that they shut it down while they investigate, or they're trying to get him out of the way while they try to take him down. I mean, it's crazy. So Bukele, he actually responded to one of the tweets, as you can see here. Peter Schiff, Bitcoin has failed to live up to the hype. This is back in January 2022. And those institutions that put a toe in the water last year are not likely to take the plunge. This year, most will opt out, cut their losses, and sell. I doubt Saylor and Bukele have enough dry power to keep that market propped up. And then, of course, Bukele with the hot take, how's your bank going? Oh, man. So, of course, that had everybody up in a tizzy, hit them with that smoke. And Schiff, of course, he says right here, the IRS and J5 targeted my bank due to my outspoken criticism of excess government taxation and regulation. There are legal efforts to punish free speech, deprive me of property without due process, and needlessly put thousands of customers at risk actually justifies my criticism. Well, let me tell you something, my boy Schiff. You don't have any rights when you put it into a bank. I don't know if you know this, but if they want to just take it away, I'm pretty sure that's in most of the banking rights. If they feel that you've done something illegal, they can freeze it until otherwise noticed. So that's the risk you take. And we all know if you put your money in Bitcoin, nobody else can take it. No keys, no cheese. So if you have Bitcoin, it's not really yours until you own the keys. So make sure you own your keys, and nobody can take it. That within itself is a big enough innovation that Bitcoin can stand by itself. The fact that nobody can take your money, because history is rife with banks taking people's property, closing down people's accounts, whether they have a good reason or not. You just got to sit there and take it, Peter Schiff. So unfortunately for you, you were talking about all the scams in Bitcoin and crypto, and you got rug pulled by the banks that you supposedly hate, or that you supposedly love, by government you hate. So unfortunately for you, you can criticize the government all you want, but if you don't do something about it, then they can, yes, shut you down. I mean, it's basically like criticizing a restaurant every day and then going in there to eat, and they say, nah, we don't want you to eat here. Well, you can't make me not eat here. Yeah, we don't want your business. Get out. I mean, that's pretty much what you're trying to do here. Like, don't try and come eat at my table and you don't like what's going on. You keep leaving 1 star on Yelp, but you keep coming back to the restaurant. Get the fuck out of my store. Like, that's basically what the bank said. Oh, you want to mess with the regulators? Those are the people that gave us the opportunity to make money. Peter Schiff, get your ass out. And it seems like today and yesterday too, I don't know if King was doing it, but he's smoking on that Schiff pack. Get him up out of here. You lost your bank account, my bro. Oh man, this is a perfect time for you to use Bitcoin. But because I think he is so stubborn at his age, he's either gonna do one of two things. He's either going to double down, or he's going to tap his son Spencer Schiff on the shoulder and be like, hey, you need to start buying a little more because dad's gonna need some of that. So again, like we said before, he's like, I don't think Peter Schiff has 0 Bitcoin, but this has worked for him. But losing your bank and access is no bueno. It's never good for anybody, but it's especially bad for somebody who was saying why Bitcoin has no use case. And you just proved it, my boy, because nobody has shut down my Bitcoin in 10 years. So good luck to you, Peter Schiff. But again, you are a dino for a reason, my boy. Let's see who we got in the chats here. Yeah, it looks like the likes are coming up. Get a few more. We got 119, 80 likes. Chris Minka, I got an account with Schiff. Good thing. I have 0 funds in it, and it's now 100% BTC. Glad you got up out of there. It's just like bad exchanges. It's just like bad projects in the crypto industry. It's just like anything else. He got rug pulled. They promised him the world, and once he got enough money put into it, they're like, oh, by the way, it's ours now, until further notice. So rug pulls happen all over the industry. Anything dealing with money, people can just run off. So let's see. Milto, what's up? Appreciate you. Let's see what we got. Movado, Peter Schiff, so smart guy, but I could never understand why he wouldn't take advantage of Bitcoin, even if he didn't believe in it. Not a wise move. Let's see. Yeah, once you put your money in the bank, you're an unsecured investor, and that money does not belong to you. And if you check the terms of service of the crypto exchanges, you are an unsecured investor. That is what your money is being used for. Rehypothecation, which we've talked about before. Very simple. On the front end, they give you a small percentage, but on the back end, they're trading your assets and making a bigger one. Banks do it all the time. And he got caught up in the madness, and a lot of people have. So Movado, as he says, he's going to double down, bro. Oh yeah, trust me. He can't get off the ship now. He's literally said everything bad you can about Bitcoin, which is fine. And I respect it. If you're going to, I respect somebody that can stick with their opinion. I don't care if we disagree. I just care that you don't flip flop back and forth and try, like some of these people, they went from Bitcoin is worse than bananas to, oh, it's the greatest invention of all time. Like, come on, man. Like, people can change, but if you're going to be that outspoken, at least get your facts straight before you speak out loud. Let's see who we got. Reno Gamble, I bet Schiff is playing a private versus public facade. Exactly. Let's see. Crypto King is in here. Boom. What up, Hexicans? Uh-oh, you didn't open the portal for the Hexicans to come on in. Let's see. Schiff lost 10K Bitcoin that Max gave him. Yeah, I remember Max Kaiser tried to give him 10,000 Bitcoin back in the day when it was super cheap. He didn't want it. It was free, and he didn't take it. I'm like, what do you do? I mean, free anything, you would take it, and then if you don't want it later, you can throw it away. But again, he was very stubborn. He doesn't like it. It basically, it challenges the status quo that he has benefited from. So of course he wouldn't like it. But this is just people who, like Schiff, who are basically making a career out of hating Bitcoin. Him, you know, a few others who don't like it. They actually make more money going against Bitcoin than going with it because, you know, Bitcoin maxis and other people who love Bitcoin, kind of a circle jerk, big bubble of thought where everybody thinks the same. So it's good to see somebody that goes against it, as long as you stick with it, Schiff. Let's see. 2WYCE, yo, what up, Warriors? And gentlemen, what's up? Jake Fever Schiff going back on the streets of New Orleans. Yeah, he's gonna have to crawl his way back. Him and Mortimer gonna be sitting there waiting for waiting for a handout. Mortimer, we're back. Oh man, somebody get this man some Bitcoin so he can get his life back together. Spencer, your boy, help your dad out. Spencer Schiff, please help your dad out, please, because your boy looks like he's hurting right now. So next story for the day. Coming to Texas, Riot Blockchain announces plans to move New York miners to the Lone Star State. Oh yeah, moving rigs from New York to Texas was part of Riot's effort to reduce the firm's operating expenses through lower power costs and eliminate all third-party hosting fees. So if you haven't heard, Riot Blockchain is one of the companies. I have a couple friends who are on the board. That is one of the only stocks that I have invested in is Riot Blockchain stock. Long-term play because I think mining companies will do very well alongside other assets as well in the industry. So I think Riot Blockchain is a good one as well. Not investment advice, but definitely a good company from what I've seen. They're reloading their rigs from New York data facility with the majority intended to end up in Central Texas, where it is much easier. They have transitioned some of its mining rigs from Messina, New York facility named CoinMint as part of an effort to reduce the firm's operating expenses through lower power costs and of course, eliminate all third-party hosting fees. The company said it plans to ship the balance of its S19 miner fleet to Texas in July. So they'll be sending it to Riot's Whinstone facility in Rockdale, Texas. All right. The move comes amid many parts of Texas experiencing temperatures over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Trust me, people, I was in Austin for Consensus. It was 100 degrees all 7 days I was there. Literally too hot to sit outside most of the time, sweating bullets. You had to change clothes twice, take 2 showers. I mean, it was so musty in Austin, so many dirty feet walking around. But I understood the no shoes because it was hot as hell. It was easily over 100 every day. So data from the state's primary energy provider, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT, forecast that prices for its southern hub, which would include the facility, would peak at 95, 94 per megawatt hour over the next 24 hours. However, some suggest that energy production from wind and solar has helped reduce costs amid increasing power demands, which is always good. And whenever you run a business, your main thing is to cut costs as low as possible so that you can increase your margins. That includes labor, that includes hardware, that includes operations, anything of that nature. So you can see them trying to reduce that cost. And I think this is a precursor to a lot of people moving to places where it is cheaper, where it is more accepted, where you can actually have some say with some of the regulators. I know it's a lot of Texas regulators, Texas blockchain, Web3 Texas. There's a lot of people involved. They're trying to bring miners there because they are basically looking at this as oil of the 21st century, the new oil, and being able to mine there. I was actually there. I think I've told the story before. I was in Houston for my brother's wedding, and there was an energy conference going on at the hotel that we were at. And we were getting on elevators, about 8 other guys, and I had on a Bitcoin hat. And the one dude asked me about it. And literally all of them were from different companies. And every single one of them were like, we have a Bitcoin plan. It was like, oh, it's a no-brainer. We got the energy, we got the regulators behind us. We're definitely gonna be mining Bitcoin. So I promise you, it's gonna be a lot more people moving, and the competition is always good because that's gonna drive the price down for energy as more competition comes. So great to see there. Let's take a look. Let's see who else we got in the comments here today. We got some newbies up in here. Let's see. Remember, today the AMA is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you hit that join button right under the video. Make sure you also get on the Discord. It will be on Discord for our members who are definitely supporting us long term. Glad to have you all on here. So let's see. LB Crypto, bro, I have my life savings on Voyager. What the fuck? I told you. Do not trust these exchanges. I'm sorry I had to learn the hard way. I remember when Voyager first came out, I think it was T-Mac was promoting it, and somebody was like, should we get on Voyager? Because T-Mac said it was good. I was like, T-Mac plays basketball, people. He was promoting whatever they put in front of him. They gave him a few $100,000 or $1 million and said, read this. He said it, he promoted it. And then I told people it's still an exchange. I don't care how good they make it sound. I don't care about any of the bells and whistles they put on it. It's still an exchange. No keys, no cheese. And I think I'm gonna start pushing that merch a little more because no keys, no cheese merch, just to keep you reminded so you understand it is not your money once you give it to them. You're an unsecured creditor. I hate that had to happen, but everybody has to pay tuition. And we've all lost large sums of money. Hopefully this keeps you away from exchanges as much as possible and hopefully learn from that experience. Hate to see it though, because they're messing with regular people's money. It's crazy. Gino Will, big money is trying to scare everyone from crypto by the dip. Yeah, this is my third bear market. It's always fun to see people come and go. People get scared. Last time we had a dip down to 3,000 or 4,000, and it's over during COVID, and then we subsequently went to 60K. Now we're at 17 or 19, and everybody's like, oh man, it's over. It's going down to 5K. Oh man, people shut up. What are you talking about? It's just market cycles. Apple's stock didn't go down. I don't see anybody selling their MacBooks or their iPhones. No, if you think it's long-term and the product is good enough, just set it and forget it, and you can sleep well at night. Let's see, Whistletone, to eliminate all New York assholery around Bitcoin. Yeah, I think every Bitcoin company should just uproot from New York. I mean, unless you're a media company like CoinDesk, or you have something where you have to be in New York, leave, bro. New York is not your friend, and they're gonna do anything to push back against it. Let's see, Reno Gamble, has Elon, oh man, it's going too fast. Let's scroll over. Has Elon invented a way to send energy from outer space? That would be awesome for mining. I think that is a part of the goal. I think that Tesla being in the energy sector, they've already announced that they're going to use Tesla to mine Bitcoin, which I predicted a year before it happened on Fox News. Have the clip, and it's funny that people didn't see that coming. I'm like, you're an energy company and you're involved in Bitcoin. I promise you there's going to be some mining there. But if they could get energy from outer space at a cheaper or almost free price, then yes. And honestly, I think we need to check out Antarctica, see what's going on out there, because I hear some rumors that there's enough free energy out there that they could be completely free forever, but they have to guard that, because then how would these companies make money? And then you could just mine Bitcoin to your heart's content, and it would just be amazing. But we'll see. Again, look up Antarctica. There's some interesting stuff out there. So I got my tinfoil hat on today. So Crypto Chief, I'm in San Antonio. It's 101 every day this week. Ooh, boy, San Antonio. I know they got some big old women in San Antonio. Shout out to Charles Barkley down there eating them churros. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a good one. Every time I think of San Antonio, I think of Charles Barkley talking about them big old women in San Antonio. Oh man, that was one of the greatest clips in TNT history. If you want to YouTube that, man, he had to actually quit because I think he was getting sued or people were getting mad, but who cares? 101, yeah, that's pretty much all of Texas. Let's see, Reno Gamble, everything's bigger in Texas, even the sun is bigger, absolutely. Let's see, Cryptonomics mods, what's the Discord? Yeah, Allergy, make sure you put that join here link. Oh, it's up there, definitely appreciate that to join the Discord, appreciate you. And Movado, Zay, is that a NASA logo? Yeah, I don't even know where I got this from. I think I stole this from my little brother. I don't even know where half my clothes come from. It's all hoodies and t-shirts. So me and my brothers are all pretty much the same size, so I just steal it from them sometimes. I don't even know. Yeah, whatever. So let's see. Reno Gamble, I'm completely lost in that world. Can't even glance at other crypto. Yeah, I hear that. Let's see. C. Williams, Elon got 9 kids. Leave Nick Cannon alone. Yep. Yeah, definitely pushing out some babies. I wonder if they know something we don't, and they're just trying to get out as much children as they can. You never know. So let's see. Mon people don't want to listen to only what that part. Let's see. Great. What's the tone? They will create heat and melt the ice shelf. Oh man, who knows, bro? I don't know what's going on in Antarctica, but let's get into this last story. Speaking of Elon Musk, all aboard. Elon Musk is now accepting Dogecoin payments for Elon Musk's Vegas loop. TBC founder Elon Musk seemingly confirmed the news on Wednesday with a tweet responding to the news saying supporting Doge wherever possible. And Elon Musk's tunnel construction firm, The Boring Company, has begun allowing customers to pay for rides on its Las Vegas transit system using Dogecoin. Wednesday report from CNBC said the new payment option via BitPay surfaced on July 1st, a day after opening its new loop station at the Las Vegas Convention Center. While The Boring Company has not officially confirmed the new payment method, founder Elon Musk seemingly did when he responded to the tweet about the news saying, supporting Doge wherever possible. So for most people who have businesses, BitPay is pretty easy, plug and play. You can accept a number of different cryptocurrencies, including Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others. And if you're a business, it's just another way for people to pay, just in case they want to. And of course, if people want to spend that Dogecoin, they can use it now to ride the Vegas loop, which is actually pretty cool. Again, I'll accept any base hits we get as far as adoption. And if people don't want to spend their Bitcoin, which I understand completely, you can spend some of these other cryptocurrencies just as a function, just to test it out. Maybe more convenient for you if you're coming from another country. All those different things could be the case. So on the same day, Doge designer, graphic designer for Dogecoin Foundation, shared a video with his 13,000 Twitter followers with him navigating through the Vegas loop booking page and purchasing a day pass using 37.52 Doge via BitPay. So this is a video that you can see on Twitter, basically going through how you can purchase this ride. And the new loop station is located underneath an integrated resort called Resorts World Las Vegas, and it's the 4th stop on the 1.7 mile Las Vegas Convention Center loop. Oof, man, never rode it before, but next time I go to Vegas, I definitely want to try out this loop. I may use Dogecoin to pay for it as well. Just for the culture, just to do it, paying for it, who cares? It's 37 Doge, bro. Like, I mean, what is that, $2? Who knows, man? It's not a big deal. So shout out to Elon Musk, his support for it. But at the same time, pretty much any company is going to accept cryptocurrency at some point, and they don't really have a choice. So let's look at our last few comments for the day. Let's see. Reno Gamble, 0 point energy plus Bitcoin equals game over. Been saying that for a while. That is really the I would say holy grail of Bitcoin mining, is when you have 0 point energy where the cost is little to nothing. Let's see, Cryptonomics going to get into commodities along with crypto. Not a bad game to get in because commodities are technically scarce, and not really, but they have some sort of scarcity to it so that a certain amount can only be purchased. And also, it's been a big boom in price of commodities, as you can see, which has trickled down to the prices that you see at the grocery store. I don't know if anybody's been buying this $13 bacon and $72 steaks that you're seeing out there, but it's going to trickle down to the prices of other goods. So commodities not too bad to work yourself in. Let's see. Jake Fever says, Alec, the link is not working, so we may need to post that again. Let's see. Cryptonomics, he says, I do stand corrected. RM did a hex analysis report. Is trash though. Yeah, we got to have you on Cryptonomics with a hex person, so you can go back and forth with them. That would be fun. Yeah, Movado. Yeah, I got a buddy who works at NASA. He has some stories, bro. I bet he does. I would love to. I have one friend who went to work for NASA. I haven't spoken to them since college. But again, I'm sure NASA people have some crazy stories, some stuff they've seen, but they've also signed some NDAs, so they probably can't speak on it too much. But who knows? I mean, I have enough of a tinfoil hat where I'll listen to both sides, NASA, conspiracy theory. It don't matter to me. I just want to hear what people have to say. Some people's experience is pretty crazy. So we don't know what's out there. We don't know if there's parallel universes. Again, I keep telling y'all, man, Doctor Strange, Stranger Things, and then CERN hits on Tuesday. Hey, man, hey, they open up portals and they letting other stuff in. I wonder if NASA has something to do with that. All I know is if I see one of them demo dogs coming up the street, I am not about to try and wait and see what's happening, bro. I'm letting loose, boy. It's going to be shooting practice out here in the middle of the street. You know, damn demo dogs jumping in my house. Let's see. Reno Gamble paid $13 for swine. You mad? Let's see. Only the real estate is in my coin going to become a stable type coin. So there is a project being worked on now. If you get into the City Coins Discord, you can see a lot of the updates. They're working on something called City Cash, where they're trying to establish a stable coin similar to what you see with Tether or with USDC. So they're working on that. Miami Coin itself is being looked at more as a utility coin to give residents discounts and to reduce the tax liability. That is not an overnight project, people. Just because you heard of it early, remember, if somebody tells you something early, you should already have in your mind 3 to 5 years down the road. Don't even think about it. So right now, it's been a year and some change. Definitely more development to happen, but in the middle of a bear market, the first coins to go are the newest ones. So don't be surprised right now with price. But again, people are definitely working on that as we speak. Let's see, bro, do you think KuCoin is the next to fail? I have seen the rumors, but I do not know if it will fail until it happens. You don't know if they're insolvent. You don't know what policies they have. If they're tightening restrictions with withdrawals, like every exchange is doing, you may have something there, but I don't like to say the news until it actually happens. So let's see. PRR, 4 wings of fries with bumbo sauce, $11 in DMV. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, if you go to the carryout spot in DC and it's over, I mean, really when it's over $10, it's like, yeah, because I remember when the carryout used to be $7. You can get 4 wings, rice, fries, extra sauce. Oh man, $7. But that's the carryouts in the middle of the hood that, you know, basically the dirtiest ones are the best. I love them. So shout out to DC. Let's see. Jake Fever got it through the description. Yes, if you can't use the link that's posted above, use the link in the description in order to join and to get on that Discord. So last few comments here. Let's see. Bill Swift should have got that boring company flamethrower for the demo dogs. I just discussed this yesterday with a friend. I said, maybe that's the reason Elon Musk invented flamethrovers. He knows what's about to come through that portal. I need to get me one as well. Give me a little flamethrower. Whatever. Right now, I got a few guns and a machete. So we'll see if that works. But a flamethrower would be dope. But that's all the time we have today. Let's see. A couple last few. None, it looks like here, but yes. So any more questions, make sure you join the live Ask Me Anything at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on Discord. Join myself and others, ask questions. We'll discuss different topics about the industry. Again, want to make sure we're here for everybody during this bear market. Some people have never seen it before. They don't know a bear market is long, it's drawn out, it's cold, people come and go, all your heroes die, everybody goes and hides and goes away. But the gentleman of crypto, we've never left. Going on 10 years strong. The show itself going on 6 years strong. Still haven't gone anywhere, people, and there's a reason for that. So we definitely want to have this AMA so we can help you through any issues you have, any problems you're experiencing, and any questions that I can't answer. I'll write them down, research myself, and give people answers individually. So thank you for everyone for joining today. Appreciate all of the well wishes. Again, working on my health a lot more to get things back in place. Like I said, being the hardest working man in the industry comes with a price, but I'm trying to cut that back a little bit because I want to be here a long time. Definitely not just here for a good time. So shout out to everybody. Cheers to the Warriors and have a great Thursday.